Hey guys, happy fall. Today I want to share with you my fall bucket list. So a couple of years ago I did one of these, I think for spring or summertime, and you guys seem to really enjoy it, and I haven't done one in a really long time, and fall is upon us and there are so many fall activities and things that I love doing in the fall and things that I want to make sure I'm doing in the fall. So I want to share with you, I think I have 8 things to share with you about what I want to do this fall. So October is my favorite month. I love Halloween. My birthday's in October, so I like to incorporate a lot of fun stuff into October and the beginning of November. So these might not be super typical. They're not, go to a pumpkin patch or pick apples or anything like that. They're just a little bit more personalized, but I thought they might give you guys some ideas and just kind of, I don't know, show you a little bit about who I am and what things I really love. So the first one is to take more walks. I am guilty of, once I get home from work and any like nighttime stuff I have to do, like errands and different things like that, I am guilty of coming home and just sitting on the couch for the remainder of the night. And I'm not saying that relaxation is not important, because it 100% is super important, and it's very important to me. I like my relaxation time at night. However, it's so beautiful out, and before long, I'm going to be stuck inside for good because of the winter. And so I want to make sure that a couple times a week, even if it's Saturday and Sunday, and just 1 or 2 times during the actual week, going out and taking a walk once I get home. Just kind of re-energize myself, enjoy some of the fall foliage, enjoy nature. I can take different trails and different things like that. And that kind of leads me into the second bucket list item I have, and that is to go for more hikes. I want to go for at least 2 hikes this fall. Hiking is not something that I ever really loved because of my weight, but now that I am getting to a more normal weight and I have been on this fitness journey, I am more capable of doing things like that. And so I took my first hike this summer, and now with the fall foliage and it's cooler out, this is the perfect time to get out in nature, to see different things and not just have the same monotonous, everyday routine. I'm really looking forward to picking out some trails, especially once the leaves really change, and just enjoying the scenery and spending some time away from social media, away from my phone, and just enjoying nature and seeing all the pretty foliage. So those two kind of go together, but different in a way. The next one is to go look at fall foliage and porch decor. So what I mean by that is drive through, I love driving through neighborhoods during the fall time once kind of the leaves have started to turn, because the way people's porches are decorated and the trees, it is beautiful. That's one of my favorite things to do. Like when people go look at Christmas lights, I go look at like fall foliage porch decor. So I want to do that. I also want to take a drive out to, we have this like wine country kind of outside of St. Louis, and it's a lot of like really curvy roads and beautiful trees, and there's always tons of foliage there. And so I want to take a drive out there and park and just kind of see some foliage, have some reflection time, just some, time to myself to kind of look at the pretty trees. So I want to make sure that I'm making an effort to go do that once the leaves have changed. Next bucket list item is to read more horror books and just to read more in general. So I have definitely become a YouTuber as far as not only making YouTube videos, but watching YouTube videos at night, watching Netflix, Hulu, whatever. And I used to read all the time. And when I went to the beach this summer, I read like 3 books in 2 weeks, and that was great. I kind of found a renewed love of reading again, and I would love to be able to carry that through. I would love to be able to sit out on my deck and read a book and just have some tea or some apple cider and just kind of read more in general, just kind of do something different other than the TV. And I would love to read more horror books. So like Stephen King, basically everything that I want to read in October and November, I want it to be horror based in some way. So I have 3 books going right now. I have a short story book from Stephen King, The Girl with a Clock for a Heart by Peter Swanson, and The Murder at the Vicarage by Agatha Christie. Those are like the 3 books right now that I'm kind of focusing on. I'm not reading all at one time, but those are like the 3 I have picked out for this fall, October, November season. So I just want to read more in general and just kind of get that horror and to kind of get me in the feel for Halloween. Next bucket list item is kind of on that same line of the books. I want to watch a horror movie a day. Now, I know that seems pretty extreme, and more than likely I will not get to watching a movie a day. I will have a lot of time if I'm able to do that. However, I love watching horror and Halloween based movies in October. It's my favorite thing to do. Whenever October starts, I gather like a bunch of different Halloween, mystery, thriller, Alfred Hitchcock type movies, and I will just kind of binge watch scary movies and like The Nightmare Before Christmas and all of that. So I would love to get through one movie a day. Don't know if that's gonna happen because, like I said, that's a lot of time, but if I can, at least, you know, a couple a week, I would love that. So I just love horror movies. My favorite are the Halloween movies, Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock. What else? I love The Exorcist. I recently just watched The Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm watching right now American Psycho. I've never seen that movie. I'm about halfway through it, so hopefully I can finish that sometime today after work. But yeah, so just to watch more horror movies in general. That same lines of horror movies, the new Halloween movie is coming out at the end of October, I believe, and I want to go see that in theaters. I'm not a big movie goer. I don't know, I just like the comfort of my home. I have my snacks, I have my blanket, you know, it's just a little bit more cozy, but the theater is such a different experience than watching it at home. And since I am so looking forward to that movie, I think that would be the perfect like day night for myself to go Friday night and watch that and kind of get scared. So I want to go see that movie. Next, I want to carve a pumpkin and roast the seeds. So I have not carved a pumpkin since I was a kid, and I just think that would be so fun. And Aldi has pumpkins for like $2.50, so I can get one super cheap. I don't have a huge desire to like go to a pumpkin patch and pick one out. I just want to carve a pumpkin and I want to roast the seeds. I have never done that, and I just think that would be really fun and just like a really fun fall activity one afternoon, you know, like a Saturday, Sunday afternoon to carve a pumpkin right before Halloween and roast the seeds. And then the last bucket list item I have, and it kind of goes along with food, is I want to make a fall dessert to bring into work. There are so many just like fall recipes out there that I just think would be super fun to make, and I have always had the desire to make something to bring to work, but I've never actually done it. And so I think that would just be super fun, that if I can actually make like a fall dessert and kind of get all the ingredients and everything and then bring it into work, and hopefully people like it. But I would like to do that before the season is over as well. Just kind of get me in that fall spirit. But that is everything I have to share with you. Those are my bucket list items. I know that they're not maybe as typical as somebody else's, but this is what I love doing in the fall, and I just like being comfortable and cozy and watching scary movies and just kind of looking at foliage. That's my favorite part. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What is on your fall bucket list? What are some things that you are wanting to do before the weather gets super cold? I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.